The match function searches for a specified value in an item in a single-dimensional array, and then returns the relative position of that item in the array. Let us understand its functioning with the help of an example. Consider the given sales table shown. Here we want to determine the position of the corresponding date in the original table. So let's write the formula in cell E5. Type =, then type the function name, match, and open parentheses. The first argument is the lookup value. So in our example, it will be the date in cell B5. The second argument is lookup array. The lookup array is a range of cells that contains the value we are searching for. In this example, we will select the cells B17, 2, B1, 3, 4, 2. The third argument is match type. A match type can be either -1, 0, or 1. The value should be 1 if we want to find the largest value less than or equal to the lookup value. The value should be 0 if we want to find the first value exactly equal to the lookup value. The value should be -1 if we want to find the smallest value greater than or equal to lookup value. Here, we will pass the match type as 0 as we require an exact match. Finally, close the parentheses. So our function should look like match, open bracket, B5, comma, $B, $17, colon, $B, $1, 3, 4, 2, comma, 0, close bracket. This returns the value as 3. Now we can drag the formula across cells with the help of the fill handle. Similarly, we can use the match formula in cell E3 to determine the position of the shown field name, cell C3, in range B17 to I17. For example, net sales is at 7th position in the range B17 to I17. Let's write the function in cell E3. Write the formula as =, match, and open parentheses. In the first argument, select cell C3. For second argument, select cells B17 to I17. Pass third argument as 0. Finally, close the parentheses. So our function looks like =match, open bracket, C3, comma, $B, $17, colon, $I, $17, comma, 0, closed bracket. So for the profit-loss field, the value returned is 8. And for net sale, the value returned is 7. The index function returns value from a specified position in a specific column in a list. Suppose we want to determine the value of the field mentioned in cell C3 from the sales table on a specified date. The table should dynamically fetch the value if the value of the cell C3 has changed. If we enter profit-loss, formulas should fetch the profit-loss value for the specified date. If we write net sales and cell C3, then the formula should fetch net sales value for a specified date. So let's use the index function to determine the value in this worksheet. Select cell C5, write formula as =, index, and open parentheses. The first argument is the array. For our example, enter B17, I1, 3, 4, 2. The second argument is the row num. This corresponds to the row number that has the value we want to return. Here we will enter E5, which denotes the required date. The third argument is column number. This corresponds to the column number that has the value we want to return. Here we will enter E3, which denotes the position of the field name in cell C3 in the table. Finally, close the parentheses. Thus our formula returns the value as 6,528, based on the position at cells E5. This is the net sales value on the date, the 2nd of January. Now drag the formula with the fill handle to the other cells as well. The offset function returns a reference to a range, that is the offset number of the rows and columns from another range or cell. Now let's understand how to use it. Select cell D5, write formula as =, offset, and open parentheses. The first argument is the reference. This denotes the starting range from which the offset will be applied. For our example, we will select the reference cell as B17. The second argument is the rows. This denotes the number of rows to apply as the offset to the reference. This can be a positive or a negative number. So for our example, we will enter E5 minus 1. Here we are subtracting 1 to match the number of rows, which have the value and the offset from the reference cell. The third argument is the cols. This corresponds to the column number that has the value we want to return here. We will enter E3, which denotes a position at the field name, and subtract by 1 to match with the offset referencing. Finally, close the parentheses. The function returns the value based on the position of date from cell B5 and field from cell C3. Now drag the formula across the cells with the help of the fill handle. If we enter a profit loss, the formula should fetch the profit loss value for the specified date.